All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. Glad to be back. And first and foremost, I want to first of all give all glory and all honor to the Most High Yah. I give it unto him. I just thank him for who he is, who he was, and who he's going to be. I thank him for his greatness, his excellence. I thank him for his being perfect, all knowing, all power, all kind. He's kind, you know. He's just great. I mean, I give him all praise and honor because he do it and some. But I give this to him all by himself because last time I was on YouTube, the last day I uploaded that morning a video about the Spirit spoke to me and said, "Bag back and behold." You know, I had no idea the power it was that was within just that saying. I didn't. I just took it as that, bag back and behold. That means stand down and behold. Okay, in a sense, quiet, be silent, and behold me and see. So when I did that video, I think it was like the last day I was on YouTube. It was the morning, I think it was. Yes, it was that morning or that afternoon. I uploaded that video stating that the Father had said that to me, and I need to bag back and just behold. But what had happened, he went a little deep with me. He said, "Deborah, can you stand still for 10?" That's exactly how it was said. Can you stand still for 10 and just behold? And I'm like, for 10? 10 what? 10 what? What's going on? And he explained to me that he wanted me to stand back from YouTube and many other things that's on these platforms and just behold, just watch, Deborah, just look, just see. And let me tell you, I said to the Father, I can do anything when you is all that and some in me. Because that's how I felt about it. I said, okay, Father, this my son gave me this here Quiet Storm. He had this little system where he was doing videos, and he said, Mama, here, you can have my what is that called? I think it's on my mic. I said, okay, that'll work. So I hope you can hear me. So when the Father told me to if I can stand back and be silent 10 days, I I first was trying to figure out stand back 10 days, stand silent 10 days. I'm trying to grip this thing. And I believe it was my flesh was standing in the way. But once I got it, I understood what he was saying. He said, stay away from the media. Everything that you normally would do, stand away from it. Stand back and start beholding, watching for 10 days. And I remember my last word to the Most High Yah was, yea, Father Yah. You strengthen me in this because I can do this, Father. I can do this through you. He explained to me that when we are the servants of the Most High Yah, we are to know how to pull away, pull back, pull up. You see, pull back and pull up. He was saying that when you can practice keeping silent, it strengthens your spirit. It strengthens your spirit. So that's why I was saying it was my flesh that was like checking that out, that whole idea. Stay silent for 10 days and behold, wait a minute, where we going with this? But I said, yea. I told the Most High Yah, yea, Father Yah. You know why? I can do all things through him who strengthened me. And if he's greater in me, what you mean I can't stand down 10 days? I don't have to be on YouTube. I don't have to be on this internet. But he was teaching me something because he also wanted me not just to stand back, but to behold. Oh, did I learn? See, one thing I noticed about the Most High Yah, all the things I've embraced that he have taught me throughout my life, I see that he still clams on top of it. In a sense, it's like there's still more to it. You know, you're not going to have it all, Deborah. You're not going to know it all. But what I want you to know, I'm going to clam on top of what I've already taught you. You see? And you're going to know what I'm going to give you on top of that and on top of that and on and on. So as during this time I was off YouTube, there's a lot of strange things were happening. And it was almost created for me to be standing back and being silent and behold what was going on. He wasn't saying I couldn't get on YouTube. He was wanting me to, not just YouTube, just look around you. Behold me. Look around, Deborah. See what's going on. And as I found myself doing just that, I saw darkness in a way I have never seen. And I understood it. I understood all the things that he was revealing to me and he was showing me and he was clamming on top of me what he had already given me. And I'm like, wait a minute now. There seems like there's no end. It can't be an end to you or with you. But with me, I am the beginning and the end. Okay. So what he was showing me was allowing me to see things in a way that I already seen them. I even been on this devil platform teaching and speaking regarding many things he was revealing to me. But guess why he wanted me to behold? Guess why he wanted me to look at it? See, baby, I told you. You ain't been off the you ain't been off the road. You was on the right path. And I'm like looking at the situation like, but I already knew that. But yes, I want you to behold so you understand. These are things you spoke about. These are things you spoke about. Now look at it. And I'm looking, I'm like, well, okay. But it's matching what I've spoken in time past, but where is it going? Well, I mean, I got lost in it because it was so many things he was showing me that I have said in time past on this platform. But guess what? He still wasn't allowing me to escape that, okay, you knew it, yes, but let me give you this, to the point where I began to question some of the things he was causing me to behold. You know, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute, wait a minute, what's going on? Wait a minute, hold up, Father. You didn't told me that. You revealed that to me. You didn't broke that down. I didn't spoke it. But Deborah, I want you to see that you were never given the wrong message to give unto the people. You were always saying exactly what I said and what I've taught you. But let me tell you, let me share what he told me. Nothing shall be reversed. Nothing is going to reverse. He wanted me to understand nothing shall reverse, Deborah. So I don't care how many people prophesied about what's going to happen, prophesying what's going to happen, it's not going to change the people you're prophesying to. Because what I've already said, it's not going to reverse. So there's not prophecies that I'm sending to the world. Because if I'm sending prophecies to the world, then therefore I think that the world is going to change. And it can't be that way. The world can't change. So why would I send them prophecies or warnings towards something that I'm not going to reverse? There's no reversing, Deborah. I'm not going to reverse anything. So don't turn left or right. Don't go low or high. Just stay right where you at. Because nothing is going to change. So that the people may see and talk as if it's going to change. He's saying, what he's saying is this. If he has given the prophetess the fullness of what took place before the foundation of the world, now he's given me that. What would make anyone think outside of me, now watch this here, that I'm going to change what heaven's already wrote up and wrote out? The book is closed. What you have is what you have, and that is my spirit to teach you and reveal to you and to take you from where you at to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. But if you're thinking I'm sending people to say things so that you can move to the next level, you messed up from the floor. Because you're taking it out of his power and you're giving it to others. You're turning it over to flesh to be able to have the authority. And they don't have it. We don't have the power nor the authority to reverse what has already been. So he says, no reversing. There shall be no reversing, Deborah. I'm not going to reverse. So when you tell those people it's finished, Deborah, it is finished. I'm not going to come back and reverse it and say, oh, no, it's not finished. Now, watch this. Now, if I send you and tell you to go tell the world this and to tell the world that, then I myself are not sure what heavens has already finished. I'm not going to reverse from what already is, was, and going to be. This is also a part of what Solomon was saying. So I had to deal with Solomon again in the way that he was saying it. This is why he kept on saying everything was vax and vax. What he said, vax and vax and vax. What did he say? Worthless in a sense. When he found out what the whole overall was on the earth, Solomon said it was vain and vexed, worthless. Why? Solomon talking like Sister Deborah. That's why he had to visit me again, is to tell me exactly what the Father is saying about no reversing. Too many then came on down the line and have said things to us, and then when the Ruach comes with the word, then he opens it up in us so we can get the fullness. Solomon had already said what Sister Deborah been saying. What was Solomon said? Solomon was pretty much telling you, y'all, it's over. It's finished. All things under the sun, it's worthless. It's vanity. It's vast. It's worthless. All the way through. He was supposed to be a preacher. He was given the gift of wisdom to know what was below the heavens, on the earth, under the sun. And that's more so of what I too. So when I'm saying it's finished, Solomon was saying the same thing when he was saying it's worthless. Everything is vain and vexed. That's under the sun. He said the same thing Sister Deborah said. Except for Solomon was thousands of years ago. Sister Deborah is in this year saying the same thing Solomon said. So when I'm saying it's finished, this is the same thing Solomon was saying. It's nothing under the sun. It's going to change from the throne of the Most High Yah. It was never created in the way that everybody are preaching it, teaching it, and trying to make you think that it is and it was. People are making the whole beginning to the end about flesh. And it never was about flesh. And this is what Solomon was saying. All that stuff that has to do with flesh is vain and vexed. Worthless. Going back to what Sister Deborah says. Two. Flesh and spirit. Same thing. And just listening to Solomon says, you might as well enjoy what Yah has given you. You better enjoy it, because that's your portion. That's your portion. So you might as well enjoy it. Solomon letting you know, you better enjoy what you got in your flesh on this earth, because that's your portion. And everything that's down here on the earth, what did he say? Vain and vexed. Worthless. That's why he said don't go around studying many books, because it brings on sorrow. They don't get that. It ain't no different than being on YouTube, listening to all these people on YouTube. Same way. Solomon, I stand here and I'm like saying, wait a minute now, but Solomon was saying that too, though, wasn't he? Deborah, silent, and just look. And as I'm in this 10-day silent mode of the Most High Yah, I'm sitting here looking and checking out things and saying, well, there's no fear, Father, on the earth. He says, should it be? I'm like, but Father Yah, there's two kinds of fears. Father, there's the spiritual fear, the fear that you give as a brand, and the fleshly fear. I say, but the spiritual fear is nowhere to be seen. It's nowhere to be seen. He said, because it's only rest with the righteous one. You're looking for it everywhere. Oh, over here. Oh, no, over here. Oh, east. No, west. No, south. You ain't going to find it. Because it's not the fear of my brand fear. I'm going to tell you all, me saying that to the Most High, he enlightened me with so many things of his word that would cause me to say, if they don't fear that, Father, they don't fear. Wait a minute, Father. It's not there, Deborah. You cannot cause fear to be where it has not been dispersed unto. It's not there. So they ain't afraid of you then, huh? But wait a minute, hold up. You just took me over to Revelation 9, Father, Yah. You see, I took you there and I took you many places. I said, but there really ain't no fear, is it? No, it ain't. Let me tell you how deep that fear is that I'm speaking of. Let me tell you how deep it is. The Father was taking me into Revelation chapter 9, and I began to read it, and I found myself reading it over and over. I said, where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? I said, this thing is getting, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. That's what I had to do. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that the individuals who were desiring to follow Satan, Satan, you mean you placed them for real somewhere, didn't you? That's where they at. He said, Deborah, what do you think I'm using? You mean Yah is using the bottomless pit for the judgment on the earth today. I wonder, will a prophet prophesize that? They can't. Because they're so busy warning the world. And I, a prophetess in the wilderness, come to tell you, he that sits on the throne said there will not be a reverse. So go on and warn the world. The world is not going to move. It ain't going to change because you warning them. Why would I want you to warn them when I already assigned them? Y'all done missed it. So I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. You're using, I spoke this to y'all once before. This is how I'm telling y'all how he was clamming on top of me, but he had to get me to be silent. Come pull off that platform. Be silent and just behold. In a sense, let me show you something. Realize that, wait a minute, Father Yah. He said they're pulling up in what they're seeing, and they can see and read in Revelation 9. But because you're not seeing it out of the spiritual realm, you're seeing it in the natural, and then the Ruach and broke it down to you. You have no idea what's taking place. But we are rolling right into 9. Even though he said they're not in order. See, I didn't know that, but I taught y'all that, I think about 6 months ago. The Father said, when you go into Revelation, they done messed it up so bad, they done moved this over here, it's over here, to where you don't really know where we are at, because this is the way they teaching it. They running over here to Revelation 13, then running back to Revelation 6. They running over here to Revelation 17, then running back over here to Revelation 4. The reason why they're doing that is because the way it was moved about wasn't to tag in exactly what was what, until he that is the service of the Most High Yah pull up with the mystery and break it down. We are running right into Revelation chapter 9. Now, are we running into it, Deborah, or are we stepping? We are in it. We're in it. Okay? Now, it is so deep because those that were chained up in the bottomless pit, Yah is using them for the judgment of the world and the house of Israel. See what man can switch that over. This is where, when he finished dealing with me, I said, wait a minute, hold up. hold up. There should be fear on the land. That's the first thing I said. When he finished dealing with me, there should be fear on the land. You done gone down. You done went down to the bottomless pit, and you judging us by the bottomless pit. Those that you had chained up in the uttermost darkness, you pulling them up. I told y'all. I told you that CERN thing, that CERN, whatever they call it. We're thinking we're giving man, like we gave Satan, all this power and all this glory. But then we don't understand Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4. I created everything for me, myself. I created the evil and the wicked for the day of evil and wicked. What part we don't get? What we never got. That's what we don't get. So I'm like saying, wait a minute. What would make you go down to the bottomless pit and get them down there that's chained up? I never knew they was going to come up and fulfill your word. He said, my word is me. That's why this book can't be my word. I'm fulfilling my own word. I don't need man to preach it and teach it. I'm fulfilling it myself. You guys, the Father is using everything in the bottomless pit to judge you and I and the world. He's using the bottomless pit. Pulling it up. Because it didn't make sense. I said, okay, every country was afraid of the two witnesses. The two witnesses had this awesome power. The two witnesses, the whole world was afraid of them. But why did this thing come from the bottomless pit? Kill him. You see? This is why he is worthy to be feared. Because while we sit here fearing Satan, demons, witchcraft, Satanism, Lucifer, the elite, man, we fearing all this. But the greatest fear is the fear of Yah. Why is it? You know what he told me? The reason why they can't fear me, Debbie, they don't know me. I said, that's about right. Because they don't. They don't, Father. So how do you expect them to fear me? And they don't know me. Right then, he's showing me this. And I'm saying, but you know, I taught that you was pulling things from the bottom of this pit. But you mean you pulling the whole judgment is coming from that? Yes. Yes. The beast? Yes. Everything that's coming from out of the sea? Yes. Oh, Deborah, guess what's coming up? You know them 4 things coming out of the river that's dried up, the Euphrates, what is it? Euphrates, let me get it right. The Euphrates, Euphrates, I can't even pronounce that name. Y'all know which river I'm talking about. You know why that bad boy drying up? The 4 that's pulling up, coming straight from the pit of hell. Who pulled him up like that? He said, that right hand. The Father is pulling them up out of the bottomless pit. I said, what they gonna do? What they gonna do? I ran in there and got my globe. I said, let me look at this here. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. And I'm saying, oh, wait a minute, hold up. The Ephraim, what the river. Y'all know the river that's drying up. Okay. Oh, she got it down. Who is that? I can't even see with my glasses. Okay, she got it. Euphrates. I can't even pray. Right. Euphrates River. It's drying up. It's already dried up. He's going down to the bottomless pit. He ain't going. He charging them down at the bottomless pit that is sending something to tell them, to charge them to come up. Going to the bottomless pit. Father Yah, wait a minute, hold up. Now, I was kind of confused with why is it that these two witnesses gonna have all this power and all these people over in these other countries gonna be afraid of them. They're gonna have all this power and they can bring fire from the heaven. Wait a minute. Why are you going to the bottomless pit to get one to come kill them? Father's using the bottomless pit. Why these fools out here talking about Enoch? Ooh-wee. We give too much glory and honor and power to the wrong entity. That's why there's no fear on the earth of Yah. Because we prefer giving the power of fear to those who we are fearful of. Now, I'm sitting here saying to him, I said, Father, wait a minute, hold up. You sitting here breaking down Revelation chapter 9. And you mean to tell me these bad boys coming up? Wait a minute, hold up. Let me go get my globe. I went and got my globe, you know. So now who are they coming for? Talk to me. Who are they coming? And then as I began to look at the globe, I said, hold up. Wait a minute, hold up. The Ephraim River. I think that's Euphrates, right? River. As I see the river, and I see Iran, I see Iraq, I see Turkey, I see, is it Syria? Who was that I saw on this side? I'm like, say, wait a minute. What's going on right there? They're coming up, y'all. And it says 2,000 times. Let me see. Let me tell you what it says. And then I looked that up and found out that says, let me show you. And then we run around here fearing and giving all this authority to Donald Trump and Biden, the elites. We're giving all this power to them and don't even understand who holds their power or who gave it to them. And you don't fear that one, but you fear them. Ooh-wee. Now, he says here, loose the 4 angels which are bound. You hear that? Watch this here. Revelation chapter 9, verse 14, saying to the sixth angel, which it had a trumpet, loose 4 angels. Woo-wee. What did he do? He called that bad boy out. He called it 4. 4 angels which are bound in the great river of Euphrates. I can't pronounce it, y'all. Euphrates. There you go. Euphrates river. Okay, now watch this. Verse 15. And the 4 angels were loosed. Where are they loosed from? The pit of hell. Who got the power to go down to the pit of hell, to the uttermost darkness, unloose the angels that was placed down there at the beginning before the foundation of the world? Who got that power? Who can do that? Y'all said, Deborah, that's what I'm going to judge. I have judged the world with. I'm going to judge Israel, the house. I'm going to judge the world. I'm going to show them what to be afraid of. You think they're going to be? No, they ain't. Watch this here. And he said to loose them. To loose these, and not to loose which were in 15, which were prepared for an hour. Who prepared them? Ooh-wee. Yah had already prepared those same angels. He bound in the pit of hell, down in the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit. He had already bound them. So a lot of people thinking they came down here to war with Satan. You gave Satan, y'all gave Satan too much power. Y'all gave him too much honor, recognition. He used that to deceive, and that's how the world is deceived today. Because you all gave him even to today. And it's okay now. It's too late. It's over. It's finished. Okay. Now, he's talking about in Revelation chapter 9 about these here four angels, and were the four angels were loosed from the Euphrates River. And guess what it says? Watch this. Which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay a third part of men. Wait a minute. Hold up, Father. Y'all. You mean to tell me why ain't they prophesying that? Come on, bad boy. Why ain't y'all out there prophesying that? Why ain't y'all pulling up with that? This is what I'm saying. They pulling up with prophecies that don't make any sense because they've been in church so long, they believe their own lie. Now, this is what else he revealed to me. He said that there are many that they have sent out, the elites. They have sent them out to be great speakers among Israel. They great speakers. They speak elegant. They know how to speak and line their words. They even know how to make things sound so sharp. And I'm sitting here just thinking how what's his name? Billy Carson and what's that other Terrence, whatever his last name is. I don't even know. Terrence what? Brown? His name ain't Brown. Terrence something. And a lot of these females that's on this devil platform and been traveling, speaking. And those that's on the platform. Pull up with that. Pull up with that. Can you pull that up? Prophesy that. Because that's where we at. That's where we at, you guys. He's down in the bottomless pit, pulling up stuff to judge us. And we think we got it going on. We think we got it from A to Z. He down here, he up there using the bottom. When I got to, now, this was the sixth angel. Do you all know what this angel is about to do? This is where we at. So I'm like this here, y'all. I'm all in it. Because I still always wonder, who gonna break that Israel down? I'm ready for that one to go. Who come to get them? Father, y'all, who come to get them? Who come to get them? That's what's about to happen, y'all. I'm sitting here looking at the river, drying up. Here it is. Who is this? Let me get my ball. 1 minute. I'm sitting here trying to make it make sense, and I already know he's telling me it anyway. I want to get my ball though, because I want to know who these four angels that's pulling up from the bottom of this pit. They're gonna kill up some people, y'all. And from what it says one thing here, but it meaning 200 million. Ooh-wee. So what I did is I said, okay, let me see who they going after. They're not going off to China. It ain't China. It's not Russia. Oh, it's not India. Come on now here. Oh, here we are. Okay. Who is this that's pulling up in that area? Coming after? Iraqi, Turkey, Iran is still, but no, I can't get Iran because Iran is I think, wait a minute. Iran is, I think, coming down with Mega. I think Iran is coming down with Mega. Iran and India and China, they coming down with Mega. Who's coming down next in this day and time where your eyes about to see? Come on now, Deborah, get your glasses right. I'm trying to see. Iraqi, Turkey, Arabia. And the only thing I can see that's going to pull over up in there, Syria. Only thing I can see. And they coming for Israel. Ooh. See, what y'all don't know. Those angels that's coming up, they coming up for war. And you think they ain't not going, you think they ain't going to be obedient? You think they ain't going to do what y'all said? See, he said this thing going to be reversed. Y'all run on and play with Donald Trump and Biden. Play them games. They got y'all looking one way to keep you not focused on what's really going on. So as I see this river going down, it's coming up in Turkey, Iraq. It's going near Syria, Sudan. No, Sudan is not out. That's where, but it's right there near. What's so awesome about it is, y'all, it's right there near Israel. It's going to be a battlefield, y'all. Y'all didn't know that, did you? It's going to be a battlefield. I always wonder how you how you gonna do that, Father? When you gonna get them up out of there? When is it gonna be their turn? Here it is, right here. That's the work of those 4 angels that was loosed. They coming up, y'all, and they gonna kill big time. 200 million. 200 million. That's not a lot, but it is a lot. That's their mission. And the one thing I know they close to is Israel. Iraq, Turkey, Syria, and Israel. They're right there. Oh, somebody in trouble. Somebody in trouble. So do you look? I can't go. No, it ain't Sudan. It's not Sudan. I could say Egypt, but I don't think it's going to be Egypt. Iraq, Arabia, Syria, Turkey. Oh, it's on, y'all. So you run around here one, you think it's time to fear all this mess that's been going on. You need to fear them. Because if you ain't got the spirit of fear of Yah, meaning it's a brand that Yah put in you, only the righteous carry it. Because they understand why he is worthy to be feared. Why people run around here fearing everything outside of him. And it's okay. It's all good. It's all well. Like Solomon said, enjoy, for that is your portion. But it's all worthless, vain, and vax. Solomon was saying that same thing that I'm saying today, and I've been saying. Okay, so when I was looking at that, I was saying, now wait a minute. I said, okay. I say, now when I go over here to the 2 witnesses, you pull up from the bottomless pit. I stay into verse 9, Revelation chapter 9, And the fifth angel sound, and I saw a star fall from heaven into the earth. And to him was given the keys of the bottomless pit. Now watch this here. And he opened the bottomless pit. Do y'all forgot what the bottomless pit is? See, that's what I'm saying. Oh, ain't nobody gonna prophesy that. The bottomless pit was where heaven had the battle. It wasn't no battle. Somebody just got taken down to the bottomless pit. See, he don't have to kick you nowhere. He takes your tail down there. He send one angel, take them all down there, and lock their tails up. You think they ain't gonna say, oh, okay, they're gonna go and do. The voice of the Most High Yah itself is worthy to be feared. His voice alone. That's when that bad boy come to me and try to warn, and I tried when he warned me. This sister whole body shut down. I mean, for real shut down. When that voice speaks, especially when it's a warning. His voice alone is worthy to be feared. So here I'm seeing in Revelation 9. I said, wait a minute, hold up. You go down in that pit twice. In Revelation 9, he said, they ain't gonna get that. They ain't gonna get that. I'm pulling them up. I'm using them to judge the world and Israel. I told him back in Proverbs 16 and verse 4, I created, yeah, I did, the evil and wicked for the day of evil and wicked. I did that. I put them down yonder. Now I'm pulling them up. Now listen to what it says here in Revelation chapter 9 and verse 2. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as a smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by the reason of the smoke of the pit. 3. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them were given, unto these locusts were given power as the scorpions of the earth have power. Now, one thing y'all don't understand about that. This is why I say this is not the word. The word is when the ruach pull up and show out. Like that thing they gave them people was shooting them people and stuff. Who got the key to life and death? Do you think COVID, the shot? You really think they got the keys to life and death? They can step into the Creator and say, "No, we want them to die on this day because we giving them this." Baby, y'all better wake up. You better wake up and see who's doing this. Who's allowing this to be done because he created the evil for the day of evil and wicked. And we sitting around here not understanding all these things are happening. And these things are being loosed. What are these? Hold up, Deborah. Hold up. What are these things, Deborah? When he put them down in the bottomless pit, were they humans? No, they were spirits. See, while you sitting here talking about the giants, and you sitting here talking about Genesis 6, the day of Noah, guess what? He's pulling them out of the bottomless pit to fulfill the day of Noah. Wham! That's what he's doing. And we sitting around here talking about aliens and giants. And wait a minute, hold up, baby. While you talking about aliens and Enoch and giants, y'all's pulling them up out of the bottomless pit. Turn y'all tails up. And y'all still don't know what's hitting you. I told y'all about a month ago, something been let loose. Tell me I didn't. I told y'all something going on. Something been let loose. I told y'all that about a month. Something going on. Something let loose. I can feel it, y'all, in my spirit. Something is loose. He's judging the earth with the same one he took from the heavens, chained them up in the uttermost darkness for the day of what you see today, wicked and evil. And he pulling them up. This is your job. Do it. And they doing it. They don't have no other choice. They fear him like that. You don't. They fear Yah like that. You don't. So I'm like saying to the Father, I said, wait a minute, hold up. I said, many a times I have, and it's been about 3 or 4 times where I have explained to you all, because I was confused. I said, well, why is it that I don't have no problem with the 2 witnesses being killed? But the problem I have is who is that coming up out of the bottomless pit? You better get on back down. You better go on back down. I said, wait a minute, hold up. You don't see me, do you? I said, but he coming from the bottomless pit. Who you think put him there? Oh. See, you got to pull down. You got to stand down. Because he's now revealing these things to me in a way that let them be lost. I ain't going to have you to be ignorant. I'm going to show you what you already know. I'm going to climb on top. Because I had an issue. I gave that message probably 2 or 3, maybe more than that, about why is it that those 2 witnesses coming, and why is it somebody's coming from the bottomless pit to destroy them. I said, hold up. Who's doing that? Who wait a minute, hold on. What's going on? Watch this here. That's in Revelation chapter. Now watch this here. Here I am in Revelation chapter 13. Watch this here. Who is this here? Revelation chapter 13 and verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. Wait a minute, hold up, Father. We the saints. We the body of Hamashiach. We the one that got the rock. Wait a minute. Why they gonna make war with us? Y'all don't know what you're messing with. Y'all don't even know what you're messing with. So it says here, let's go to Revelation chapter 13. And let's go to start with verse 4. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. The dragon that gave power unto the beast. Now, where the problem is y'all don't understand where they coming from. See, we want to say it's Satan, but Satan ain't got no power in this. He's going to give what he got to the beast, because the beast is the beast. If you get the grip, he ain't got no other choice. Because this one came from the bottomless pit. Y'all assigned this one to come up. Now give him your power too. So watch this here. In verse 4, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 4. And they worshiped the dragon and gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Woo-wee! And you thinking Satan gave him the power. Satan had to turn his power over because Yah gave the beast the power to have the authority over Satan's power. Yes. See, you don't get it, do you? No, you ain't going to get it. Because until you understand who you dealing with on this earth, you messed up from the flow up, and the flow is messed up in you because you worldly. You don't get it. Now watch this here, verse 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy, and the power was given. Look at all this giving. Wait a minute, hold up, Father. Y'all, who giving him all this? Who you think? Who giving him all this power, Father? Y'all? Who give him that? Hey, who you think? Who got all power? They can give him power and put a limit to it. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute, now hold up. Where he coming from? Now watch this here in verse 5. And there was given unto him. Who gave it to him? A mouth speaking great things and blasphemy, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. Hold up. There go to another question. Hold up. Who gave him that time period? First of all, who gave him that time period to have that power and to have that mouth to blaspheme and have the power? Who gave him that power? And then you will put a timeline on it. Who did that? Prophesied that. Can you prophesy that? No, you can't. Because you don't know what it's meaning. You don't know what it's saying. So what happened? I'm sitting here, hold up, Father. Another question. That was you gave them that power. You the one did that, wasn't you? Yeah, you know I did, Deborah. You mean you gave them a time period too? Yes, Deborah, 42 months. I did that. I did that. And we run around here fearing the world. But you can't help but fear the world if you of the world. He said only his righteous fears him. Now watch this. Verse 6. And he opened his mouth, blaspheming against Yah. Wait a minute, hold up. You're going to open your mouth and say something against the one that created you and given you 42 months? Come on now. No, you didn't. Oh, yes, I did. But he told me I can. These things ain't doing things on their own, child. I give Yah all glory and power and honor for being all that he is, he was, and he's going to be, honey. When you know him like that, you know him like that. You know his fear. You know his righteous. You know his faith. You know his belief. You know his hope. You know who he is. Now, see, I'm sitting here saying, okay, now he's going to say things against you, Yah, and he's going to blaspheme your name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. He's going to be saying all kind of things about the kingdom, and you're going to give him 42 months to do that? Who gave him that? Who gave him 42 months? Not nan Negro, not nan white. Nobody prophesied that. How about that? Can you prophesy that? No, you can't, because you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, now right here, y'all telling you, see, Deborah, they already been signed. I signed them that. I gave it to him. But he talking about you. So what? He doing my will. I ain't doing his will. He doing my will. Everybody else talking about me ain't saying nothing good about me. So tell me something new. You see? You see how messed up we are? And we think we stand in the midst of y'all. We love him. We did this. Sit y'all tails on down somewhere and get to know who he is. Because if you don't know by now, you lost. Okay? Now watch this here. Verse 6. And he opened his mouth and blaspheming against Yah to blaspheming his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. You mean to tell me you gonna get him 42? Father Yah, you gonna get him 42 months to do that? Yeah, Deborah, I run this. I know I run this. You know why? That's why you fear me. I run this. Now watch this here. Verse 7. And it was, what else was given? Watch this here. Verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. I told y'all, Yah is giving gave. He's giving gave. He gave the beast all of this to do his will, to judge the world and the house. He's throwing down. See, he don't have to do it. He created everything to do it. All he doing is on the throne, sitting back saying, see what you're going to do now. He's judging us from the pit of hell. That's where he's judging us from. He's going down to the uttermost darkness, pulling them bad boys up to judge us. And you running around here want to make it about you. Now watch this here. Verse 7. And it was given. Who gave it? Yah gave him unto him to make war with the saints. Watch this here. And to overcome them. Woo-wee! And power to, listen to this, and power was given him to over all kindreds and tongues and all nations. How did he get it? Yah gave it to him. Yah is using the pit of hell to judge us with. He's pulling them up and have assigned them against us. Praise the mighty Yah. Praise the mighty Yah. So then he said in verse 8, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written. Written means past tense. See, heaven's already got you wrote in and wrote out. Either you're in the Lamb book of life or you are already in the lake of fire. You just on fire on earth. All right. So whose name were not written in the Lamb and the book of life, and the Lamb slaughtered from the foundation of the world. Then in verse 9 said, hey, check this out, Deborah. And if any man have an ear, let him hear. Praise the mighty God. And what he's saying now, anybody that have that spiritual ear, that one spiritual ear, that's that one. That's all it takes. He said, let him hear. See, this thing is beyond y'all. So keep on clowning. He was dealing with me with all of this sort of stuff. 10 days. I couldn't wait to get back on YouTube. I really couldn't. But I wasn't. It wasn't a situation where, oh, I got to get back. No. I had a lot to take in. And to let you all know, while they run around here prophesying to the world, it's going to do this, you're 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 going to do this. Sit down, clowns. Somebody's working for the enemy. They are assigned to the enemy. If y'all can assign the beast, the false prophet, y'all can assign Satan. Y'all can assign the false prophet, the beast, Satan, the dragon. If y'all can assign and appoint and anoint them a mission, truly, he could appoint each and every one on this devil platform, teaching and preaching to you all prophecies of how he's going to destroy the world. And you're going half-cocked, because the way he's going to do it is already been written. What in the rats behind are y'all coming up with all this trash? Somebody. And I asked him, I said, are they cloned, Father? Are they cloned? He said, they're not on the right side, Deborah. So it don't matter if they clone or not. They're not on the right side. Because I'm trying to figure out why ain't nobody prophesying in the way that is according to the bosom of the Father. They prophesied, taking the prophecies out of here and magnifying them and giving them to the world, and the world is praising them. You see? Giving them everything in a way that makes everybody comfortable and make everybody feel content. And Revelation sitting back up here and said, then what did he do? He turned up in let me go back here. Back to 9. In 9, verse 9, I'm going to show you something here. He tells them in verse 4, Revelation chapter 9 and verse 4, and it command them and was command them. Wait a minute. Who gonna go down in the bottom of this pit? Pull these bad boys up and give them command. Wait a minute, hold up, Father. Wait a minute. We don't even follow commands. You mean the bottomless pit follow commands? Sure they do. They know who I am. They don't play with me. They knew what the reason why they were created. They knew I was coming to use them for what I want them to be used for. Now watch this here. Revelation chapter 9, verse 4. And it was command them that they should not hurt the grass. You mean they know how to follow that type of command? Neither the green things, neither the trees, but only the men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. So you mean to tell me the seal is already out? Yes. If I told you walking into 9, then the seal has already been placed on those that I have sealed. So the seal is already out. Okay. But here, listen how he's talking to them. He's giving them the power, the authority, the order. You mean you finna tell them to pull up on the saints? I told y'all gonna be tried by the fire. Keep on running y'all tails around here. Think you holier than thou, and believe in all this Hebrew Israelite mess and all this worldly mess, and believe in these people on this devil platform. You better wake up. No, you ain't gonna wake up, because it's over. You're going to stay asleep. So here it even tells you, here he's telling them that don't touch the ones that's sealed in the forehead. It's just like the order he gave Satan. You can mess with Job. Go near that spirit if you want to. I'll take your tail out. Oh, I'm not going to do that. You sure better not. See, that's what people don't understand. Satan obeys Yah. He's turning his power over to the one Yah pulled up out of the bottomless pit. Wait a minute, hold up. Where are these things coming from? Bottomless pit. I'm using them, Deborah, to judge that world and the house. Do you know what that means, you guys? About a month ago, I told you all something going on. Something been let loose, y'all. Something been let loose. That's what it is. They done been let loose. Identical, not identical, likened to the day of Noah. They've been let loose. And now, guess what? We know where they coming from. The bottomless pit. Who's loosing them? Heaven. He didn't let them loose. He didn't let them loose on you. He didn't let them loose. So he says, it's not going to be no reverse. I'm sitting here telling you all about the bottomless pit, how I'm taking Satan down there and the false prophets, they going down to the bottomless pit. You don't see them fussing and fighting it with me. You don't see them cursing me out. The flesh here on the earth, that's what y'all mindset is like. You don't take him serious about nothing. But it's over. He made sure he's let me know. You know it's over. I know it's over. Because what he's sharing with me is really, I'm going to tell y'all something. Them 10 days was worth it. Because just to get that fulfillment of what I already, because I was confused about why you pulling something from the bottomless pit to kill those two prophets. Wait a minute. You could have got anybody to kill them, but you coming out of the bottomless pit. What's the deal? I'm pulling them up. I'm using them. I told you. It fits. Proverbs 16. I created, yes, evil for the day of wicked and evil. I did that, said the Most High Yah. See, y'all don't know nothing about that right hand. And that's something they never knew. They never knew about the right hand. And because they did not know about the right hand, they didn't know about the power. So how could they fear Yah and don't know him? You see what I'm saying? And I say that to each and every last one of you in the live chat. If you, how could you fear him? How could you believe him? How could you be about righteous if you don't know him? There's people on this platform making videos after videos after videos and prophesying and teaching and preaching. And guess what? Don't even know him. Don't know him. And this is what he said to me. He said, you can do that. That's what he said to me when he told me pull out for 10 days, stand down for 10 days, and behold, I said, yeah, I can do all things that through you that strengthen me. You know what he said to me? Yeah, he said, you can do that. And I was like saying, he said, you can do that. And I understood exactly what he means. Because you're not embedded into that mess. You're not eating this stuff up. You're not taking, just imagine if you was an individual and let's say something that you said, and let's take something simple. Let's say you went on a trip to Africa and you came back, and your neighbors asked you, you've been gone a long time. Yeah, I went for just a week. Oh yeah, where did you go to Africa? You ain't went to no Africa. Stop lying. You see what I'm saying? Next thing you know, the next neighbors were saying, well, yeah, she told us you was lying about going to Africa. That you see, just you went to Africa. You don't have to answer to them, but you went. But listen to how what they're saying. Oh, she didn't go nowhere. She just said that she ain't been to no Africa. You see, that's how the mindset is in the world today. They don't put Yah nowhere but at a bottom pole. They put him all the way down at the bottom, and that bad boy is cutting up. He going down. He's sending them down to bring him up from out the bottomless pit. Do y'all know? Now, see, nobody will teach y'all that. You know why? Because they don't have the ruach in them to teach you. Because don't forget, where did the angels go? Lucifer, he came down, but where did the other angels go? He said he had them chained up in the bottomless pit. In the bottomless pit. In the uttermost dark, in the bottomless pit. And then you go into Revelation, every chapter is really turning you, taking you straight into the bottomless pit. And even saying it. But you don't hear nobody preaching. They said, wait a minute, hold up, y'all. He going down too deep now. Wait a minute, they telling me they going down to CERN. They going down to the other. Wait a minute, hold up. Heavens is calling them out from the bottomless pit, y'all. Yah is pulling them up from the bottomless pit. That's what's on the earth today. Let me just give you that little cake. Let me give you a slice of cake there. That's who's on earth today. About a month ago, I told y'all, something's going on. Something been let loose. And I probably wouldn't get one in the live chat and remember that. I kept telling y'all something ain't right. Something going on. Something been let loose, y'all. Something been let loose. I could feel it. I could feel that bad boy. And that's why I say it to you for the last 3 years. Everybody is bypassing. They don't see these things that's happening. They can't see it. Nor can they hear it. They can't comprehend what's going on because they're too busy giving Satan the glory and the honor and demons and witchcraft, Satanism, the world and the elites. We so busy giving them everything, but don't know who holds all of it. Who's behind all of it when we finish. Because if you ever think and use your sense, life and death is only in that right hand. Nobody can take it. And nobody can give it. Only Yah. So if we get 50 million people die, wait a minute, who can kill 50 million people without that right hand? Who gave Satan that type of power? Satan ain't got it. You see why he needs to be feared? That's the point of what I was making about him fearing him. See, we know why we should fear. We the righteous one. We know why. See, he know I asked him, why is it that everybody in the world is afraid of these two prophets? I mean, these two witnesses. Why is everybody in the world afraid of them? Because they had power. They came down here with power, y'all. Oh, yeah. The world was afraid of them. All over the world. Y'all said, hey, tell you what, Angel, go down there. Open up the key and get another one out for me. Come on out. Kill those two witnesses. Wait a minute, Father, y'all. You gave the Bible spitting greater power than the two witnesses. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Yeah, Deborah, they got to do a job. My will be done. They laid out in the streets. When them two witnesses was laid out in the streets, what was the world doing? And one of you know, you probably don't. They was giving gifts. They were so happy they was giving each other gifts. Thousands, just giving gifts all over the world. Giving gifts. Why? They was just that afraid of the two witnesses. Wait a minute, you mean the world was that afraid of the two witnesses, Deborah? Yes. So y'all said, pull up, go get him. Go down to the bottom of this pit, pull that bad boy up, take him out. Wait a minute, Father. And I said, then. Wait a minute, Father. Wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute, hold up. They could have went anyway. What you doing down yonder? Why are you down there getting them from the bottomless pit to take out this here? He said, I ain't getting them. I'm getting one. He gonna take them out. What, somebody got something to say? Anybody got something to say? You see? Well, everybody running around here chasing their tails, thinking they know something. Lying on the Most High Yah. He to sit on the throne is worldly. To be feared with the type of power he has. It's all power, y'all. And it's ruling his way. And I love him for that. I admire the Father of creation. He's sitting here on the throne with his power and his word, speaking it and his power bringing it forth, and they missed it way back then. How in the wrecks behind you think they're going to catch up with what's going on now? They can't. It's over. They didn't get it in the beginning. So how are they going to know what Revelation doing? My other issue I had, I think I told y'all this, is when I saw this one angel. I'm reading and I'm saying, wait a minute, hold up. There's a problem here. What, Deborah, what is it? What is it? How is it it's going to take one angel with a chain, a muzzle, and a key to take the devil who deceived the whole world to the pit? How could that be? One angel? Come on now, Father. Don't you need to make it look like he tough? Send $1 million, 3 or 4 million to take Lucifer to the bottom of this pit. But the other Father said, wait a minute, what I need all that for? I'll rule this thing. Bam, come on down, chain him up. Take this chain, muzzle his mouth, lock him up for 1,000 years. Anybody got something to say? Who's to say what he that sit on the throne can do with what is his? He all power. And I'm like saying, I think I told y'all about that one. How could that be? How could that be, Father, y'all? Deborah, he is not what these mouths had made him to be. He ain't nothing. He ain't nobody. He ain't no different than you. I knew that. But it's just the fact that, wait a minute, he deceived the whole world. And you mean to tell me it don't take one angel to chain him up? Chain his butt up and take him to where I told you. Y'all word is going to be fulfilled, whether we see it in the light or not. Because that's why you need the light in the right hand. So you can see this thing through. You can see what's taking place. But if you don't see it, it's because you ain't got the light in your right hand. So as he was continuing to show me, where is my? Oh, I forgot to read my verses too, didn't I? I'll get to it. And he began to tell me, as again, he said, okay, Deborah. He said, Deborah, what is the difference between a deceiver and the prophet of lies? What is the difference between a deceiver and a prophet of the Most High Yah? What's the difference? Anybody in the live chat, can you answer that? What's the difference? Because y'all put it on me. He didn't put it on me because he knew he didn't put it on me. He didn't ask me that because he knew I didn't know. He asked me because he knew I did. He wanted to climb on top. So I didn't give me a little bit something more to it. If there is a deceiver and there is a prophet of the Most High Yah and there is a deceiver, what's the difference between the two? We got a deceiver. This is something he put before me. I'm not expecting you all to answer it. Okay. The Father put before me, there's the deceiver and there is the prophet. My servants, the prophets. You lied, the false prophets also as deceivers. Okay. But my prophet, the difference between the two, the deceiver and the false prophets, it's going to have many people following. They're going to have the multitude of many. The prophet won't have one. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's why he kept saying the broad gate is where the deceivers enter therein. But the narrow gate is for my prophets. They know the way. They gonna find a way. They go. It ain't that they gonna find it. I'm gonna lead them the way. The difference is, listen to this, y'all. The Father said, "No, you didn't. No, you didn't." The Father said to me, he said, "Deborah." The Father said, "The deceiver, I gave many." I gave many for them to deceive. The father say, Deborah, the deceiver, I gave the deceiver many that they can deceive to where the prophets, I gave them no one. He was telling me, so when you wonder why there's so many verses telling you about false prophets and being deceived, he said, because I gave them many so they can deceive them. Yah wills the deceivers, those that he may deceive. And he said, and the prophet, I gave him not one. Ooh, so that's the difference. The father made sure he gave the deceiver way more. He gave him a deceiver all that he needed so he can complete the mission of deceiving. So it all makes sense, y'all. These are the sort of things he was telling me, and I'm like, Bob, you gave that many to the deceiver. Yeah. What do you think that Yeshua was on the mountain telling his disciples? What did Yeshua say? Yeshua said on the mountain. The disciples came to him. They say, tell us what would be the time of the end days? What shall there be? And what did Yeshua say? Look, don't you worry about it. Yeshua said, don't you worry about what the end day is going to be. The first thing you need to worry about, don't be deceived. And the father said, yeah, that's why I gave the deceiver many that they may deceive. So when you get on these devil platforms, people are measuring people based on they subscribe and likes. Father say, you know how this is what he said. I'm telling y'all, this is how he was dealing with me. He said, you know how you call it the devil platform? They have no idea. They have no idea what is actually taking place. So when they thinking they getting likes and subscribers because they deceiving the mass, they don't understand. Y'all gave them to you. Just like he's sitting down the bottomless pit. He gave all these things, he put them in the bottomless pit, did he not? In Revelation chapter 9, watch this here. Watch this. The father turned around and using what he got. Watch this. In Revelation chapter 9, he said, watch this here. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me do this here. So I can give you a little example of what I mean. Okay. Well, let me get it for you. Here it is. Revelation chapter 9 and verse 15. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay a third part of men. What happened? They were prepared already. They were already assigned this mission to destroy. And that's where we at, y'all. So y'all gonna see the war, and it is gonna be a war where you're gonna see a battle. These people don't. when they come up from the bottomless pit, we don't know how it's coming, y'all. That's why I say it's so powerful. Wait a minute, Father, y'all. We don't know how it's coming. All I know is a lot of people, 200 million, is going to lose their lives. And it's going too close to Israel. And I'm looking at this. I said, wait a minute, hold up. This right over here by Israel, though, Father. I always wondered, this is what I'm saying to Father, I always wondered how were they going to get out of there? So what I'm saying to you all, that's the next step in what is actually going to take place. That Euphrates River, now I said it right that time, drying up. Also, those bottomless pit angels got to come up. Those are the same angels he put down in the bottomless pit when he put Satan on the earth. He tied them up down yonder. He saved them for what? For his use. You see how he's using them? He's using them. He created them. He can do what he want to do. He got that right hand. He can do what he want to do. But you see what I'm saying, you all? While we sitting here making him, looking at him like he weak. He's sitting here orchestrating the beginning to the end, and we sitting here clowning, thinking we got it all wrapped up and wrapped down. And when he tells me the deceiver, and he telling me, see, Deborah, you see, okay. He said, you know the deceivers? I said, well, yeah, they come to deceive the people. He said, yeah, I gave them the people they can deceive. You know how sad that is? That is so sad, but it's funny and it feels good. It feels good to me. Why? Because it's showing me how my Father, again, has orchestrated it from the kingdom. He didn't have to come down here to orchestrate nothing. This is what heaven had already orchestrated. Look at these angels. They haven't came up yet. The ones that's going to go in the bottomless pit, that's going to come up for the Euphrates River. Those four, when they take out, they coming to kill you guys. They coming to kill a lot of people. Do y'all hear me? They coming to kill. I mean, like for real, to kill. And it says, verse 18, by these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouth. Y'all, this got to be the part in which Israel gonna go down. I was told that we're not supposed to say that. I don't know. I don't give a rat's behind. When this is Revelation chapter 9, and this is where I think they're going to get a taste of something. I think they're gonna volunteer. Let me explain something what else he taught me, and I had no idea. I had to pull up my globe again when he taught me this. You know, I used to say to you all, Europe was the only Russia was the only place that didn't receive the Atlanta slave trade. You know, they didn't receive on their. But let me tell y'all something. It all makes sense now that the Father has given it to me in the fullness. He went on and was teaching me about the European nations. Okay. And it's like 50, maybe even more, but like 50. And the European nation, it kind of hurt me because I realized these different type of nations that came over here about 10 to 15 years ago. And they were European nations. So when y'all talking about all the wars that they got over in Ukraine, they're European nations. That means these are people of oneness. There's a European nation. It's Russia. It's all of them in one. Italy. It's all of them in one. European nation is so powerful. It's so powerful. I mean, like really powerful. Powerful in the flesh. I ain't talking about in no spirit, because y'all ain't gave them that. He gave them that to be able to get the clout that they got. But what has happened is, so when he what I want to talk to Israel. And this is what you all didn't understand. Now, the things that's happening here in the United States of America, you have to understand that a lot of times people want to make videos, Babylon falling or United States is going down, and all of this. You in it, you see, you're in it, and just because you running your mouth on the outside, said, "Oh, they gonna do this, they gonna do this," baby, you fail to realize right now he's judging you as well. He's judging you, because I felt him telling me to stand back for 10 days. I felt that was a form of being tried by the fire. I do. I think that was a form of being tried by the fire. Can you do that? Can you stand back? Because want me to tell you what he taught me? He said, do you know 99.9 of those who've been on the devil platform can't stand back one day? That's the Father shared with me. He said they couldn't stand back for one day. They couldn't. They wouldn't. If I came to them and told them to stand back, pull back, they wouldn't. They'd have made these platforms. They're living. This is what they made it. They're living. He said, if I came to them and told them stand one day, Deborah, they wouldn't. I said, but Father, wait a minute now. You talking about all power now. Wait. He said, they wouldn't. I stand their tails back, but I'm just saying to you, if I said that to them, they wouldn't stand back. I want to make sure you understand. You understand. As you say to the people, this is the devil's platform. This is the devil's platform. So don't think that you can't step back. And he was sharing so much with me regarding how many people are so addicted. That's what he said. They are so addicted to the platform. They have made it their living to where they couldn't stand back one day. And if they stand one day, they can't wait the next day and they right back up. He said they can. It's in them. It's in them. So it's not something that they can come and pour out the truth that rests in his bosom. They're trying to bring you truth that rests in their bosom so that they can keep their living on this platform. They're making it, they're living. And he said they when they messed up their living, they messed up their life. Yeah, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. So that's what he was explaining to me when he was telling me to stand down 10 days. He was explaining to me that if you were to put a number to it, you could put 99.9. They wouldn't do it. They've been on here too long. They ain't gonna stand back nothing. They stand back 10 days, they messing up something they receive it. And they ain't about to stand back to behold nothing because they think they are something. So it's nothing in them that says, okay, stand back and behold. Listen to the Spirit. Be silent. They won't do it. So he was sharing that with me. And I was like so excited because I was saying to the Father, I'm always saying, I can stop and never come back. And he said it would be okay. You know, you see what I'm saying? I looked on my thing on my page, and I think I got like 12 to 13, maybe 1,400 videos. You got enough on there that if someone come looking and search it, it'll be there. But that's just how narrow the gate is. Just like that example he gave me with the deceivers. I gave the deceivers many so that they may deceive them. I gave the deceiver the position of a deceiver. So therefore, I have to do what, Deborah? I have to supply the deceivers with those they can deceive. Makes a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense. So I got a prophet over here. It matches the prophet of yesterday. They never heard them then. They ain't gonna hear them now. Oh, praise the mighty Yah. So I like the way he was giving me this real, because it was allowing me to really feel. I'm telling you, 100% protected by the Most High Yah. You know, and all will be well, whether it's today, tomorrow, or whatever. It'll all be well because That's how I felt when I realized that he was wanting me to stand back. It was like he was trying me by the fire, you know. That's what and that's why I say I was so excited, because even though I felt he was trying me by the fire, I stayed in there. And it didn't stay in it because I'm all that. I stayed in it because he's all that in me. He's that all in me. That's how I stayed in there. Because it ain't about this ugly flesh. It's about the spirit that rests in me, that has caused me to reside still and know that he is who he said he is. Now, I kind of felt sad for Solomon, because when I was dealing with Solomon, I also dealt with feeling him. I kind of felt him, because see, Solomon thought that it was something to know everything that's under the sun. See, Solomon didn't know that it came with long suffering and endurance. He had no idea what he was asking for, but what he was asking for was what Yah wanted to give him anyway. You see, and a lot of things that Solomon has said, I sit back and I listen to that, and I say, you know what, Solomon, that's the same thing I'm saying. I'm just saying it in a different way today. And I can feel that thing. It's not manifesting, just as you did back then. Because Solomon began to just tell you ain't nothing worth nothing on this earth. He even said, if I was to die and leave all my wealth and my everything, it'll go to a total person that don't know what to do with it and how to do anything with it, or they might not even serve Yah. that's what Solomon was saying. So he was just saying it just messed up from the floor. And I love what he was saying, because he was saying that even though it's the way that it is, go on and enjoy whatever you have. The portion you have, enjoy it, because that's the portion Yah gave you. And that's just like everything else. If that's the portion Yah gave you, trust that everything else in your life is what Yah gave you. So that life, that living that you living, you got to see it in a way that Yah gave it to you, even though you can be walking straight into darkness and only darkness. That's your portion. That's really what he said. Okay. So that's why I think he got really miserable in the fact that he couldn't change what he saw under the sun. Yeah, he couldn't change it. He couldn't change what he saw under the sun. So I want to give you a little something, reason why I'm talking about Solomon in Ecclesiastes. In Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 7, it reads, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak. These are verses that was given to me by the Spirit of the Most High Yah to ponder on. Always know, Deborah, it's always a time to keep silent and to speak. There's a time to keep silent and a time to speak. This is what Solomon said. And this is what Yah put upon me. Stand down 10 days, Deborah, and behold. Meaning just watch and observe. And what I saw was wicked beyond the wickedness. So I saw it even higher than I have ever. Because now I'm quiet. I'm silent. And in the midst of all that silence, I'm seeing darkness at its greatest. But this too is the will of the Father. This is what he wanted me to see. So when I get to Proverbs, okay, there goes Solomon. It's a time to keep silent and it's a time to speak. So to me, that embraced me on my journey for the 10 days off everything. So I got to Proverbs 17 and verse 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. Now watch this here. And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. So it's a blessing to keep silent. As Solomon said, there's a time to keep silent and there's a time to speak. And here in Proverbs 17 and verse 28, it says, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. That person have understanding if they are able to shut their lips. And that's why I felt I was being tried by the fire to see, can you do it? What did I say? Sure, I can do all things through you, Father, that will strengthen me. And yes, he did. And then when you get to Amos, in the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 13, therefore the prudent shall keep silent in that time, for it is evil time. And listen to this again. Amos chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore, the prudent should keep silent in that time, for it is an evil time. There it go again. The Father's showing me. In this evil, dark days, I have to practice keeping silent sometimes and just behold. It needs to be practiced. Okay? So then I went to James, in the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear and slow to speak. So there's a time in our lives. So if you ever wonder, Sister Deborah got off for 10 days. It was just the evening. It was almost 6, say about 6:15, somewhere in there, made it 10 days. And that allowed me to come at this time. And I give, like I say, I give all glory and honor to the Most High Yah, because I could do nothing without him. He's the one giving me the strength to be able to get off and just behold. And yes, I behold, and I saw darkness at its greatest. But when he started explaining to me how we know the uttermost darkness is down in the pit, he pulling that bad boy up to the earth and dispersing it. So it matches the days of Noah. But what you didn't know, only one can profit, only one that can pull that is he that spoke that. Yeshua pulled up and said it's going to be like the days of Noah. How can that be fulfilled? By Yah and not by man. That's why man is chasing Enoch and chasing giants and aliens and fallen angels. But no, baby, ain't nobody falling from this end. You better wake up and recognize my Father's right hand, something that 99.9 still don't know nothing about. Still don't know. I got people, a lot of people. This is something else I was dealing with. I was like, okay, Father, can a person know you and not know themselves? Could that be possible? Can a person know you but not know themselves, who they are? Can they know you and not know themselves? I want to say this here to you all. If Yah comes and abide in you, he become greater in you than anything on the outside of you and what's in you. If he can't be that great enough to let you know who you are, then how can he reside in you and you don't know who you are? 99.92% of Israel and Judah have no idea that they are a people, a nation. They have no idea. They only want to be what this world tells them that they are. They are so content and so rooted in what the world say you are. If the world say you a nigger, oh, when I'm a nigger then. If the world say you African American, when I'm African American then. Ain't never had their tails over in Africa, but yet you that. But they do not have, this is like 92% of Israel and Judah have no idea of who they are and that they are the people. So in my mind, I'm like saying to the Father, I say, okay, if they don't have no idea then you're going to go to the four corners and you're going to collect those that belong to you. Is that where you say, I know you blind, I know you can see, but you blind? That means you can see in the natural, but you're blind in the spirit. I know that you can hear, but you deaf. That means you can hear in the flesh, but you can't hear in the spirit. He tells them to come on. So that's what I'm thinking. That could be those that he will also take out. But it just really so much confusion that's going on to where you don't know this way or that way or this way. So Sister Deborah said something to the Most High, y'all. I sure did. I said something to him. I said, wait a minute. All this stuff that I'm learning, all this stuff you teach me. Why? What was it for? What was it for? It took me right back to Solomon. Vain and vexed, worthless. It meant nothing. It was almost like, ain't no almost, heavens was being cleaned out. Everything had to come to the earth and walk in the direction in which they were in the heaven. Those that walk in the light go into the light. Those that walk in the dark go into the dark. There it is. They were all walking together, growing up together. But then when it came to the point where it's time to split them and they time to go their right way, those that walked in the light walked in the light. Those that walked in the dark walked in the darkness. It's just that you had majority of them going in the darkness. That's why a lot of things he set up explaining to us, like the broad gate, how many would go therein. Okay. And he that is born of the flesh and he that is born of the spirit. It was just so much serpent seed and the woman seed. It just so much he divided everything, and you wonder how did everybody get confused even to today and can't see that everything was broke down in twos. It was always broke down in the twos, but yet we took it and we made it what we want it to be, because this is what the world did. And we blame the world as if we have no light that has come before us and shine a pin needle light before us. We still believe the lie. We still desire the lie. But it's okay. It's okay. Solomon told you, enjoy your lie. Enjoy it. It's your portion. Do you know, anybody know what he mean when he said it's your portion? Solomon, you better cut it out. Do you know what he mean when he says it's your portion? It was given to you from Yah. See, it's going right back to the fear. Y'all didn't assign everything where it needs to be, even up until this second we're right here today. And we run around here thinking that he ain't nobody to fear. Oh, he's so loving, he's so kind. You know why? You know why people say that? It's because they get everything they want in this living. So my last thing that I had to tackle was I'm at a funeral. And I have to speak at a funeral. And at the funeral, I want to cover living and life. Bam, there go the twos. I wanted to cover living and life. I'm at the funeral. And if I'm at the funeral, who am I talking to? Am I talking to this dead person that's dead? No, I'm talking to those that are living. So I'm at the funeral and I have to speak. And I'm talking about living and life. No one told you all that it's twos. You got a living, which is detached to your flesh, and you got a life. Just because you see this person here, they're here and their living is over. But their life is what's set up for eternal. So while we're down on the earth living, the way we feel we got the power to. We got the choice. It ain't your choice, baby. Heaven got you living exactly the way your eternal going to send you. You see? It's done right here on the earth. Heavens don't need to even judge you. Why is it heaven don't need to judge them, Deborah? Because heaven got you wrote in and wrote out already. See, they don't teach y'all that. The Lamb Book of Life was written before the foundation of the world. So was the books to the lake of hell. So you thinking because you go down here and you live and you're going to do you matching who you're going to live or where you're going eternal. And people do not have any idea of that. So if this person is in this here is dead and everybody here to look at them, take a good look. That's what you call living. And that ends in the grave. It don't go no further than that grave. But the way you lived in this here is the way your spirit is going to be judged in the kingdom. Not judged as, hey, it needs to be judged. It's already judged. That's why he said it ain't going to be no mercy. Don't come up here pulling up with all this. Ain't no more mercy up in here. I already got you wrote in and you wrote out. So you ain't coming up here to do nothing but to be taken where you need to go. That's it. Why would Yeshua be separating the goats from the sheep? What's the sense of separating it when you're going to be standing before somebody to be judged because of something you did in the earth? You already judged. Those that was on the left went to the lake of fire. Those that was on the right went before the throne for eternal. You see? So when you're running around here looking for that word judgment, and when we stand before judgment, let me tell you something. It's not going to be the judgment like y'all think. You already judged. And they never taught it. They never preached it. They never informed you all that your life that you're living on this earth, especially if you're full of hate, jealousy, and envy, greed is 100%. 100% non-stop. You already in the fire already. On this earth. You're already walking your eternal destiny. And you're worried about this person in his casket at this funeral. They did. You got worried about, oh, they gone, and you're crying and then you're hooping and hollering. It's over for them. They walked their life, they're living. Where is yours? You still living. You still living. And did you know that no matter what a person would do, this is why he was saying the deceivers got the majority, got all those to deceive. It was given to them by Yah. He didn't give the prophets nothing but his word and its mystery. So it ain't like we supposed to have a follower. We can have the follower, don't mean they following, because they have to follow Yah, and Yah got to follow them in them. He got to be greater in them already. So people would come, and the way that I wrote it all out. If I had to preach a funeral, I would preach the twos, life and living. Living stops right here where you see this individual. Life is eternal. A lot of us don't understand the life, the living that we are living on the earth is our true life, eternal. It really is. And we're running around here thinking the Most High don't know what he doing. He ain't nothing. He ain't nobody. Because we done gave all the power and the authority and the fear to witchcraft, Satanism, Satan, the elites, demons, everything in darkness, and they don't even understand who created all that. Hello. Who created all that? Now, how are we going to be afraid of all of that and not afraid of the one that created it all? That's what he was dealing with me on fear. I only gave it there to my righteous one because they see me for who I am. They know my power. They know my right hand, my stretched out arm, and they know my power. And this is a part of informing Sister Deborah. Let me show you a little something. Come on over here. I'm judging the world through the bottomless pit. You see? I'm pulling this stuff up. I'm making this thing work. It's my word. It's my will. I do me. Not you, but I do me, said the Most High Yah. So as I continue my 10 days, I felt so strengthened in the area of letting go. It don't take all that, Deborah. As you said, one thing he kept saying to me, as you say over and over, it is finished. This is the reason why. Because my power cutting up from the floor up and they still ain't seen it. They don't even know what it is, what it consists of. They don't have not a fear of it. And I being a living prophet and not a dead one, it is so true that there's no fear of Yah on the earth. But I tell you something that's here, lawlessness 100. It is lawlessness 100. And people can't even see it. Strictly lawlessness 100. So what happened is, let me get back to this last one. God and Magog is going to unite with India, China. I'm thinking Iran. Yeah, it is, because Iran is Persian. Do you all, let me tell you something else he taught me. He taught me this by just clamming on top of what he already done taught me. Because I told him that, Father, trying to tell these people that you couldn't get nothing through to them. People keep thinking that Ethiopia Bible is the true book. They have no understanding that Ethiopia is going to be a part of Magog and God and Magog. They're the one that y'all going to kill all at a drop of a fire from the heaven. That's who all going to come together when he going to send Satan right back to them. To what? What are you going to do? Wait, hold up. Tell them again. Okay. Go down and unloose the bottomless pit where Satan at. Tell him, come on up. I got another job for you to do. I need you to go over there and do what? Deceive them to come to the battlefield. Okay, let me get over here and do that. That's what Satan was saying. You know why he said that? Because when he was finished, he knew he was going back to the bottomless pit. Let me go over there and do what you told me to do. Let me go deceive them. And all of them are going to be united together. China, Iran, India, all of them. And who else is that? Going to be together. But you all, let me explain something. Let me help y'all out a great deal. Long time from now. That's a long time, y'all. You see how they lied. That's a long time. Why y'all don't even see the judgment of the Most High Yah coming out on the pit on y'all tails today. See, Magog and God, it's not something that's happening no time soon. The false prophet, the Antichrist, They're going to all be in hell already. Satan going to be in hell. And they're going to be united together. All of them going to be a one. God and Magog, all of them, Persia, Ethiopia, I think China, if China be still standing, but China, all of them going to go with, guess who? Some they never told y'all. The European government system. That's who's ruling the world. That's why the Catholics is within them. It's the Catholics, but it's Europeans. You see how you can't win them, y'all? You can't win them. You can't fight up against them. You can't beat them. Because the Europeans formed this land. They formed over there in Israel with the fake ones. They formed all over the world. This is the Europeans. They rule this whole world. The Roman Catholic rests right in them. They the Europeans too. That's their power punch. So all of them is going to the battlefield, you guys. Antichrist, the false prophet, and Satan ain't got nothing to do with that. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Only Satan just gonna come out. Y'all gonna give him a charge. Go deceive them to come to the battlefield. Y'all gonna, that's it. They're gonna all die. They're gonna die. They're gonna be like the sand of the sea. It says, like the sand on the sand. Was it the sand on the sea or sand? Yeah, I think he said the sand of the sea. That's just how many it's gonna be of them. They're gonna die on the battlefield. See, they thinking they coming up to Mount Zion and battle Israel, but they coming up to battle the God of Israel. That's who they battling. And I always wonder, what about the fake ones over here? Those are Europeans too, y'all. This is the power that nobody seems to understand why you can't defeat them. Because they are the mass. They are Russia. They're Ukraine. Okay? They're the majority all over the world. They are the rulers. So even in America. Now, the reason why America has to come down is because America has been what you call a crutch for evil and wicked. But I believe, honestly, America is more in trouble because the way they treated Judah as well. That's what I believe. They did some things to Judah that Yah is coming for him. So when you all are in United States and you thinking, okay, it's about, oh, they gonna get this, and they do videos after video, oh, Babylon falling, oh, y'all gonna do this to them, and they, baby, wake up and smell and see what's before you. You subject to go down with them because you on this devil platform still playing the devil game. Ain't giving these people no spirit and truth, no prophecies that'll step them into what tomorrow is and how y'all got it set up. So what I learned was these power punches, European is 50 of them. Italy is one of them, all of them. But see, that's the Roman Catholic foundation is in Italy. That's how would I say it? They root. That's their headquarters. That's who is covering our Catholic, Roman Catholics are Europeans. Yes, they are. It's the power punch of Europeans. But I had no idea that it's called European nations. Okay? They are the one really calling the shots on the four corners, you guys, and always have. But it's the European, but it's their power is under the Roman Catholic, which is still the European nation. You see what I'm saying? So they're going down with Magog. But the Father want me to let you know, step out of the realm of them. because that's way on down the line. Want me to tell you how far along? Let me tell you how far along. They're not going to be touched, and y'all ain't going to do anything to them until Satan has come back up from the bottomless pit, because he's going to be the one y'all sending to deceive them. See, they ain't teaching that and preaching that to y'all, but they're going to tell you y'all about to destroy the world, or well, y'all finna do this and y'all finna do that. What is you the people need more than that which is chaos. And that's something else I was able to behold. A lot of chaos on the devil platform. He said, you said it was the devil platform. You knew what it was from the beginning. I said, all the time. I said, I was on here 6 years. The very first time I got on here, I knew this was the devil platform. I'm telling y'all, I knew it. And that's what I called it. I knew it because too much devil speaking, too much darkness and wicked and speaking and teaching. And they're not giving people the food that they need for the spirit. You know, they're not glorifying and edifying and giving him the praise and the honor. They're giving it to each other, and they feeding each other, and people are feeding these people as if they some sort of God. But that's about right. That's normal, because that's how it's always been since the beginning of time. Everybody wants an idol God. They want somebody they can idol and put up on a pedestal above Yah. And Yah said, go ahead on. You've been doing it all these years. Just might as well. That's okay. I hold the power. I hold the power. We're going to see what you're going to do with it in a minute. Okay? See, and this is where they messed up at. It's because no one is understanding what I just told you. You have never, and you never will get no one to tell you again. They would never be able to tell you again that the Father is using the bottomless pit to judge the earth and to judge the house of Israel. He's using the bottomless pit. And those were the angels that was thrown. Not thrown. They had went down in the uttermost darkness, and they were chained. They had an appointed time. That's why they chained. And that's why they down here. And that's what Yah is using in this day and time. Ain't that deep? That's deep. That's deep. That's deep to me. Because if he have to go down that way, woo-wee, something going on. So when you see the days of Noah, we already in that. That's what these things are that's loosed on this earth. And you're wondering what's going on, why they doing this, why they doing this, why anybody saying that, why they doing this, nobody ain't talking, everybody doing this, why they doing this, why? It don't make any sense. Let's give them an example. When you saw that man go into that lady's house and shoot her 3 times, when all she was out on the porch, you didn't see, he wasn't threatened by her, she wasn't, and she was just calling because somebody, but what will make him do that? See, y'all don't know. See, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. And I know you're lost without a cause, and with a cause you're lost. Because with that example is an example of what I'm trying to say to you. Now, when I see this young man, I look at this young man and I said, this man don't even know what hit him. He's like in La La Land. Because this is what coming up out of that bottomless pit y'all don't know about. I told y'all he's releasing something. I just couldn't pinpoint what was released, but I felt it, and it wasn't feeling good. And I spoke of it, I think 2 or 3 times on video. Y'all, he didn't release something. I didn't say he released it. I said something been released, y'all. Something been released, something going on. And now I know what it take. 10 days, slow down, bag down, and behold. Bag down, keep silent, and behold. Like Solomon says, a time to be silent, and there's a time to speak. Why? Because it's a blessing in that. It's a blessing in that. And I thank the Father for many of things that he shared with me and he revealed to me regarding many of things. And it just make me feel really special in a way that, okay, Father, no matter what go down, all is well. All is well. Because I felt, even looking back at it, I look at it, I said, well, okay, when it's almost like I'm being tried by the fire, huh? To see if I would stand down, bag down. And I just bagged down on everything. I sure did. I just bagged down on everything. But I tell you all that I don't see nothing. I don't see what these people are preaching and teaching you all. I don't see all this stuff that they're saying. I don't see anything in it outside of likes and subscribers for these people to be uplifted and praised. Outside of that, that's all I see. It's nobody on this here devil platform would ever preach and teach what I just gave you all. Never ever. That the Yah is judging the earth. But the thing that's kind of not strange, but powerful about it is when I go back to Magog and God and Magog, and I'm like, wait a minute, they got a appointed time. Their time is Magog and God. They going to be, this going to take place after the beast, the false prophet, they're going to be already chained in the uttermost darkness. Satan going to have to go down with them. After them, he goes down. So what is God and Magog doing over here? Why are they living on high on the hall? What's going on with them? And all these other countries join them. What's going on with them? What's going on? Why are they still living? And let me tell y'all something. What I already knew, but I'm gonna show you how he gave me some more insight. Africa, y'all are crazy people to believe Africa didn't have nothing to do with the Atlantic slave trade. When he called out all of them, Africa is going to be added to it. See, y'all didn't know that, did you? Yes, they're joining Magog. They're going to come to the battlefield too. Africa is coming to the battlefield too. You're running around here talking about, oh, that's how you see the foolishness in y'all. Africa going to pull up at the battlefield. You pull up anywhere and you say the Atlantic slave trade, who were all involved. Now, see, I'm thinking Russia didn't have any slaves coming over to them, but what difference does it make? The whole European nation set it all up, y'all. The whole European nation, the one he's going to destroy at the end, they the one set all that up. I mean, when I say set it up, I mean they the one that did the trading and treating us a certain way and overdoing it. It was the European. And even to today, yeah, it's not going to stop them for you. For you. You better wake up. I didn't say you better go and sleep a little while longer. Go and sleep a little while longer. Because the truth be told, it was the European nation that was involved in the whole setup. But guess who's the front line? Africa. And just because we went west of Africa, we went running all over the place, don't mean because those people the same melanated that we all this. No. That's how messed up the mind of the house of Israel and Judah is. Basically Judah. Because they figure, well, we the same over it. And they always hooping and hollering about what they doing over in Africa. You don't know what Africa really about, baby. You don't know the demonic that's set in the midst of Africa and why they go through the things that they go through, baby. You just don't know. But as you look, you'll see the European nation and Africa being partaker in all of this. Now, I know that Iran is with Iraq or Iran. They were a part in it too. But the European nation ruled the whole world. That's why Africa can't be Africa. That's why they're going to have a foot on Africa 24/24. And Africa, why are they suffering and going through what they're going through? Oh, don't come tell me it's Hebrew Israelites over there. That ain't even no reason. It's because there's hidden things that you all don't understand in the spirit realm of the type of people they really are. They know the type of people they are. They know the type of people they are. They know what they've been doing. Why we thinking they, they bothering them. They did and they did and they did. Baby, you don't know what's going on over there. Oh, you don't know what they really have been about in the eyes of Yah. And when the Ruach reside in you and he begin to teach you and tell you, don't, that's not it. There too. That's why the European nation has always had a held, how would I say it, a grip on Africa. Because Africa, yes, it's not just the land, but the people that they got the grip on. They got the land. It's the people that these people will sell their kids, their daughters to the European. They would do each other wrong for the Europeans, just like our people over here would do the same thing. This is the power of the Europeans. That's why he's gonna save the I ain't gonna say the best for last. He's gonna say the worst for last. He getting them, y'all. And they ain't gonna have a stand a chance. And they thinking they gonna come into as an army because they're gonna be united with China and all these other countries. They're gonna come into oneness. And this why we sitting around talking about the beast, the antichrist, the false prophet. Don't forget, baby, they going down to the bottomless pit. And it ain't gonna be the bottomless pit that they're gonna go into. They're going down to the lake of fire before anybody else get there. Y'all didn't know that, did you? I know they didn't tell you. Yeah, they going down. So that's gonna leave who? Russia, Mega, all the European nations. That's what's gonna be left. That's the one y'all gonna burn. When he said this time, he said what? Next time it ain't gonna be by water, it's gonna be by fire. That's gonna be some bad fire there. But when that time come, Israel gonna be in Mount Zion. They coming up thinking, okay. See, they wasn't bothering Israel at first, but Satan been loose. Now Satan loose, and he had to go. Y'all charged him to go deceive them. He goes over there and deceive them, tell them come to the battlefield. Is he being obedient? Yes, he is. To who? The Most High Yah. Then you gonna stand your tail around like you ain't got no fear of he that control Satan and any and everything else. Now, come on now. Ain't no fear in you, huh? Of him, huh? And when there's no fear, there's no repentance. And when there's no repentance, it's no light. It's nothing there. And that's why so many people are numb in this day and time and living that way and content. Don't have no issue with it. None whatsoever. But I'm going to say to you all, and I'm not going to hold you longer. The Most High has dealt with me, and I appreciate him charging me those 10 days. Those 10 days. And you know what? The thing about it, it was real easy because each day I was waiting for him to tell me something new. I was waiting for him to tell me something new, and like he do all the time. But I just figured that 10 days is time to shut up and behold. That means just look. And he wanted me to even look at videos and things that was going on and things that were said and things that people are doing and just look at it. And I came to a conclusion after it all. The whole overall of the whole thing. I asked him, what was all of it about? What was the purpose? What was the purpose? What was it all about, Father? Everything is not going to be given unto us. I'm still holding on. What all the stuff that he showed me, it was like, it's really the world shouldn't even, nothing should be existing. And in me, I'm trying to figure out what was it? So it's like they used to sing that song, By and By, in the morning. He hasn't given me. And I think that it ain't none of my business. But that was my final question. You know, I wanted to ask, because once I see it as I've been seeing it and how I've been speaking it to you all, and he was telling me you always been on the right road track, on the right track, Deborah. You always been there. So everything he showed me, it was just something on top of what he already shown me, to the point where it's like almost like I might make it over to the other side, y'all. I might be here when that time comes, which I didn't think I would be, but I might be. Because what will be the purpose? But then again, what will be the purpose of anything and all things? All the things that's, so I'm still waiting for him. And I thank him for not giving me, fooling me up with too much food that I couldn't handle. And I appreciate that, him being that to me, all that he has been. And you know what? It's something to have the fear of Yah rooted in you, because it checks you. You know, it makes sure you understand that, look, I'm all that and some. Stand down. You see. You know, it makes you realize that, wait a minute, can't nobody do nothing without him. You can't do nothing. So it don't need you running your tail around here thinking you can outstep him, outspeak him, outthink him, outfeel him. You can't do nothing without him. A lot of people say when we cross that bridge, when you get to it, he wants me to let each and every last one of you know it won't be no bridge there for you to cross. So you better check where you're at today, because tomorrow won't be no bridge for you to cross. So I, Sister Deborah, say I appreciate each and every last one of you all in the live chat. And I also want to say that I appreciate those who continue to donate to Sister Deborah. I appreciate you for that. And I think that is so sweet. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. So I appreciate that. So I, Sister Deborah, I hope you got something out of it. But check out that, just check out Revelation chapter 9. It'll blow your mind. Woo-wee. Revelation chapter 9, it will blow your mind. And as you begin to really dig into Revelation, you can start with 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're going to realize that he's dealing with the bottomless pit on us. And that's all right with me. So I, Sister Deborah, again, appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in. And I will be back. Shalom and shalom.